everybody. Come on and clap your hands, everybody. We are ready to receive the promise that the Lord has for us. Hallelujah. It's a real simple song. We ask that you just clap your hands with us. Real simple. Clap your hands like this, everybody. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I pray that you hear me saying I'm being patient, waiting just to hear from you. Do what you said you do. I pray that you hear me saying I'm being patient, waiting just to hear from you. Do what you said you do. Say it again. I pray that you hear me saying I'm being patient, waiting just to hear from you. Do what you said you do. Oh, I am holding to the promise. I am holding to that you made to me. Lord, I still believe. I am holding to
I am holding to the promise.
I am holding to
the promise
that you made to
me.
Lord, I still believe what you promised me. What you promised me. What you promised me. What you promised me. Yeah. So I will receive it. Yeah. I will receive it. I will receive it. You told me that you're coming again. And I gotta be ready that you're coming again. And we gotta be ready. You told us that you heal the land and you set us free. You told us that you have a home waiting for us. Yeah, I gotta see his face. We gotta see his face. We gotta receive what he has. Lord, I'm ready. Yeah. I will receive it. Come on, I will receive it. Yeah.
Good morning, Quinn. I am Dr. Crystalline Turney, and it is my esteemed honor and pleasure to introduce to you this morning the Honorable Alicia Reese, your new Hamilton County Commissioner. She made history as the first woman and African American to win city, state, and county races in Hamilton County. Amen. Yes. She is an experienced 20-year public servant who has held many roles on behalf of the citizens of the state of Ohio. She has won 7 elections at the local and state levels and was the youngest woman to ever win a seat in Cincinnati City Council's history. Ms. Reese is an entrepreneur and serves as an advertising, marketing, and political consultant, as well as speaks nationally. Ms. Reese is the host of the popular Alicia Reese Soul Food, which is a national radio show and podcast that airs weekly. Originally from Cincinnati, Ohio, and raised in the Westwood community, Ms. Reese has always had a passion for public service and giving back to others. As the daughter of Dr. Stephen and Barbara Reese, both successful entrepreneurs, Ms. Reese was raised with a strong awareness of public service, having been exposed to the dynamics of Cincinnati City Hall when her father was chief of staff for the first African-American mayor of the city of Cincinnati, the Honorable Theodore M. Berry. Ms. Reese went on to major in international studies at Withrow High School in Madisonville. After receiving the opportunity to attend Brown University, Ms. Reese turned down the Ivy League invitation to attend Grambling State University, an HBCU in Louisiana, where she majored in communications and minored in Spanish. As the youngest woman ever voted on the Cincinnati City Council, Ms. Reese was a pioneer in so many areas, as well as championed and businesses, health, public safety, economic issues, and more throughout her tenure. During the riots in 2001, as vice mayor of the city of Cincinnati, Ms. Reese was a part of the leadership for the creation of the city's historic collaborative agreement that continues to serve as a national model for positive policing and improving safety in communities of color. Ms. Reese returned to the elective office and served 4 terms as an Ohio State representative in Columbus, Ohio. During that time, she led numerous bipartisan legislation and projects, as well as served as the co-founder of the Governor's Community Public Relations Task Force. Ms. Reese is most proud of the new Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. State Highway Interchange that she championed. This $1 million project connects hospitals, technology, and jobs in the heart of Cincinnati. Additionally, it is the only new highway interchange currently in the state of Ohio. As stated, she is the host of the popular Alicia Reese Soul Food, which is on national radio and podcast every Friday at noon, on Saturdays at 2 p.m. on Cincinnati's WGRI 103.1 FM. Ms. Reese has a bachelor's degree in communications from Grambling State University. and has received numerous awards and honors throughout her career. She is also a successful entrepreneur and serves as advertising, marketing, and political consultant, as well as speaking nationally. She is currently an active member of New Friendship Baptist Church here in Cincinnati. She is also a current member of Order of Eastern Stars, NAACP, and is the founding member of the National Urban League of Young Professionals right here in the city. She serves as a board member for Reverend Al Sharpton's National Action Network and is a former board member of the Cincinnati United Way, Cincinnati Health Collaborative, and the Greater Cincinnati Health Foundation. Ms. Reese is the doting older sister of 2 siblings, as well as the proud aunt of 6 nieces and nephews. It is my honor and pleasure to introduce to you this morning's speaker, Miss Alicia Reese.
Thank you so much for that wonderful introduction and very kind introduction. Dr. Turney, thank you so much. Thank you to Sister Harper for the invitation, and especially a major thank you to someone who, my mother just loved him. When he was over the Pythagoreans, that was her guy. She would be super proud of him today as he serves as Reverend Dr. Covington. And thank you to Quinn Chapel for having me here today. I want to acknowledge we have a lot of people here. If I don't acknowledge you, I'm acknowledging you now. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But I do have to say that I'm blessed. My mother went on home to glory in 2008 at the young age of 57 years young, after battling cancer and multiple sclerosis for 12 years. But everyone who knows her, whether you knew her in the wheelchair or standing up, you knew her as a strong Black woman, entrepreneur, business owner, and more importantly to me, a mother. And so she's always with me everywhere I go. But I'm blessed to still have my father on this earth, Dr. Stephen Reese Sr., and he's here somewhere. Stand up, Daddy. There he is, okay. Dr. Stephen Reese Sr., deacon, trustee, and past Grand Master. And he introduced me to the Prince Hall family, which I'm proud to be a member of, and I see a lot of members here from the Prince Hall family. Please stand up, my Prince Hall family. Thank y'all so much for being here. Really, really appreciate you embracing me. And then our new NAACP president, David Whitehead, is also a part of the Prince Hall family. Stand up so y'all know who to take the problems to. There he is. Also, we have Judge Sanders, who is here, who's over the drug court and has been doing a fabulous job in getting treatment and brought a lot of money to the county for us to be able to get money for treatment. We want to thank you. There's going to be an outstanding panel afterwards, and I want some of the people are here. I can't come to Forest Park without giving respect to Councilwoman. Stand up, Councilwoman Chelsea. We're in your house. And former Judge Nadine Allen, who's here, I saw her here. She's going to be on the panel. I don't know if any other panelists have gotten here yet, but you will get a chance to talk with them. First of all, let me say I want to thank God because I'm alive in 25. Aren't y'all happy to be alive in 25? I want to thank God. And I want to thank God for bringing me through a very tough election. Now, the introduction was very kind when they said, well, she's brand new and everything, but people won't let me be brand new anymore. I want to thank God because he brought me through a COVID pandemic and allowed me to win. And y'all came out. I want to thank y'all for voting. Risk your life. We had 212,000 votes, one of the highest in the history for a county commission. That was in 2020. We thought we were doing it, right? And then I went down to the county commission because I told y'all I was going to shake it up. I was going to open up the process, and I'm going to teach you what county government does that's been in existence for 234 years, been collecting our taxes, but not giving us anything in return. And we did that my first term. So then they said, Reese, you're just a little bit too, you're standing up and you're unapologetically black. And we know she ain't gonna get reelected, right? That's what they thought. And the way county government is, I wanna explain, because I've been in 3 different governments. I've been in City Hall, I've been at the state. It's different. You got 3 commissioners, but we don't run together. We can't even talk to each other because that would be a majority, so we're not allowed to talk privately to each other. We don't run against each other, and even our terms come on different days. Like I come in on January 2nd, somebody else come in on January 3rd. So it's a little bit different. We have a one-on-one with somebody else that wants to challenge us. So we don't really need to be challenging each other. It's somebody else that's gonna challenge us. So this time they said, Reese, we've never seen anything like you. You came down here and you shook this thing up. You came down here and you had a 513 relief bus, and you got the bus out and helped 30,000 people. We've never done that before. You came down here and we only was spending $1,400 with black and minority businesses out of $1 billion budget. You came down here, now we have a $70 million goal and we're getting some contracts. We've never seen anything like that. We've never seen someone stand up. You come from the projects. Your grandmother was in the projects. Your mother lived in the projects. Your mother couldn't even get a job in Hamilton County. She applied. She was hired. She went through everything. And then when she showed up, they said, oh my goodness, we didn't know you looked like this. All of a sudden, you're not qualified. She came home crying. I was a little girl just looking. I didn't know why mama was crying. And God made it where I would come back and be able to be on the Hamilton County Commission and give a state of the county that many of you never knew we had. The first black American to give the state of the county, the whole county, not the black county, the whole county, and do it right down the street from the ghetto, the projects. So don't tell me what God won't do. And so this time they said you were too bold, you were too black, you cannot get reelected. What we're gonna do, we're gonna close down the money. So you ain't got no money. What we're gonna do, we're gonna work you to death, put you on 1,000 committees. And I don't know if Dr. Melvin was here, but thank God for the black doctor. Dr. Melvin kept me on my feet. We came back with less people voting this time, and I'm gonna talk about that in a minute, because I'm holding y'all accountable. 90 million less voters in the presidential election, and we got the nerve to be crying tomorrow. How we crying tomorrow? Well, we had a chance to get it done, and we would have had a different tomorrow. In Hamilton County, 100,000 less voters. They said, oh, we got Reese now. We got her. And then they pulled a trick. They said, don't give Reese any money. Don't work on her campaign. She's got it in the bag. Because they know, it's a fight, I'm ready. Our people are ready when it's a fight, right? We bring the hot sauce. But they tried to give you melatonin. They tried to put you to sleep. Everywhere I went, y'all said, why are you worried about it? Why are you working so hard? You got it in the bag. They didn't tell you I was the only black woman incumbent on the countywide ballot. When we got a black woman at the top of the ticket that they was gonna double cross. So they thought the double cross would come all the way down and you would be asleep. 100,000 less voters. Thank God for my father, one of the top strategists in America, not just with me, in America. He put a strategy together with less money, putting our voter base to sleep, and said, we got to make it. And we came back with less voters this time. And people told me it was over. Oh, they was downtown laughing. It's over for you. You done messed with the wrong people. You done stood up. You gonna get it now. Well, I'm here proud to tell you, thanks to you and those who came out and voted, 218,338 votes, more votes than I had last time. Don't tell me what God can't do. So I want the Reese team, I got some of them that's here today, to stand up and be recognized. The Reese team, some of them with me today. And that's Jackie Taggart over there. She's still collecting money. So if y'all want to, it ain't too late to get on board. We've got a phenomenal opportunity. A phenomenal opportunity, even though it seems like we don't. Now, I know today we're going to focus on social justice, but I got to focus on Dr. King. Because tomorrow there will be two sides to a story. There'll be the Dr. King side, where we brought together black, white, everybody to stand up for the injustices that were done to black people. We got the Dr. King side that resulted in affirmative action. Now, some people say, well, you know, my degree got me here. No, affirmative action made them read your resume. They weren't going to read your resume. Affirmative action. Affirmative action is we're not going to have taxation without participation. On tax day, everybody has to pay. We're equal on tax day and unequal every other day. We've got to fix that. The Dr. King side of the story is open housing. We can live out here in Forest Park. We can live out in these communities. And some of y'all want you to come back to Hamilton County, but some of y'all tiptoed on out to Westchester. Come on back home. But we could live wherever we want to live. Many of you in here got a house because Dr. King and his people fought so you could even go to the bank and get a loan for a house. Dr. King had Operation Breadbasket, so don't get caught up. One thing I don't want, tomorrow there'll be everybody singing and all this diluting, and they make Dr. King look like he was just a guy that sat in a rocking chair and said, you know, I sure got a dream. Dr. King was radical. He was a man of action. He was a man of prayer. They couldn't break us because we were tied to God. They tried everything. How did we get out of slavery? Y'all worried about Donald Trump, but we done come out of slavery. Y'all worried about Donald Trump, we wasn't allowed to read. Y'all worried about Donald Trump, we wasn't even allowed to vote. And y'all said, man, I'm so scared. We were supposed to, how did we make it? People swam across from Kentucky, that Ohio River, never had a swim lesson. And somehow, some way, we made it. So you got the Dr. King over here. Dr. King that had Operation Breadbasket that said, wait a minute, we're not just going to fight for voting power, we're going to fight for consumer power. There's two powers you have. You got a voting power, but you got to be a certain age. You got consumer power, even our little kids can have consumer power because they buying stuff. He said, we're not going to go to these companies and spend our money if you're not hiring us. That's how we had the boycott of the bus, Rosa Parks. Yeah, they want to just tell me, man, Rosa Parks, she sure didn't want to sit down. This was an economic fight that changed the trajectory of the bus. We still have consumer power. We're the #1 buyers of products, goods, and services. And the consumer power is what we're going to have to use now because, unfortunately, 90 million of y'all didn't use your voting power. So when they come back and say, we're not going to do no DEI, well, when I get my money out, do you want this DEI money for these groceries? Do you want this? I know you don't want my DEI money for my outfit. All right. We cannot allow them to put labels on us. Yeah. We ain't DEI, we black. All right. And I'm unapologetic because if I wasn't supposed to be black, God would not have created me. Yeah. God created us to look different. So when you say you want a colorless world, you don't see me. You don't see God. He created each of us of who we are. And so on the Dr. King side, you got to be proud of who you are. Now on the Donald Trump side, he's saying hide, and y'all gonna get scared. Man, I better not tell nobody I'm black. I mean, hello, this is not a Halloween costume. Hello. Hello. On the Dr. King side, he was for education. All of our children, poor. It don't matter what your income is, because education is key so you can read and get out of it. But on the other side, we want to go back. No education. Only the rich can be educated. This is what's getting ready to happen tomorrow. This ain't in the history book. This is tomorrow. And some of us will say that we're too busy to honor King. Some of us will say King is the past. I'm here to tell you one of my lessons is that number one, God has been consistent through everything. That's the only thing that has not changed is God. We must stay close to God. He is the master planner. No one can outplan him. I've seen it in my own life. Forget about the titles. It's what God planned to give me an assignment. And I'm clear about the assignment. I don't care about the title. A lot of people get caught up, well, I'm this, I'm that, I don't care nothing about no title. I'm on a God assignment. Now, he gave me a title, not for me. Not for me to walk around. Y'all say, oh my God, here she. No, he gave me a title to get in a position to help the people. So we got two sides tomorrow. Dr. King, we know he was with God, right? A pastor. We know he was for education, right? Went to a black college. We know he for the black college. We know he for open housing and equal opportunity. We know what King is about. Yeah. Tomorrow, it'll be a showdown. Yeah. What side are you on? All right. We know Dr. King did it without having voting rights. And somehow we was able to get all these laws passed. We ain't had no laws nationally. He got more laws passed nationally that we've had since. More people in positions and less laws being passed. We know Dr. King, and back in the day, I remember Jesse Jackson coming to the school, Reverend Jesse Jackson, I am somebody. We on the I am somebody plan. We ain't on this plan over here. God doesn't care about Elon Musk. He ain't afraid of Elon Musk. We all afraid. Oh my God, Elon Musk. If you believe in God, you need to be afraid of what God gonna say about you. These positions are temporary. It's temporary. At the county, the most important thing is y'all elected me. Each of us are individually elected. Can't do nothing about it. The positions, president, vice president, they pass that around. That's a merry-go-round. You get 2 years, you get 2 years, you get 2. We ain't married to that. We married to the people who sent us down here to fight for them. So everything we got is temporary. Get a job at corporation. Man, I'm big time. Big time, but can't do nothing for your people. You go in there and ask them, well, can you do something to help fund this? Well, you know they got that DEI. Well, what are you here for? That's right. The only blockers we need is down at the Bengals on the line. We don't need blockers in the community. So don't get a job and think you got it forever. You're either going to have to retire, they're going to cut the budget, they're going to cut your salary, and where do you got to go back to? The community. So don't leave your community. When you're there, God puts you there to help the community. The next thing is legacy. We are fighting to save our legacy. Tomorrow, you'll have the Dr. King side that has legacy, who we are, what we've been able to overcome, what we've been able to accomplish. And what we accomplished didn't just help black people, it helped everybody. Every group benefited. That's on the Dr. King side. On the other side, they're saying, let's wipe out your existence. Let's wipe out your history. Now, I want to tell you something about that, because in our community, they've started a fight. Young versus old. We the only ethnic group that got that going on. Girl, you need to get out that position. Let these young people get the chance. Well, it took the older person 50 years to even move up to the position. We're the only people that separate ourselves from our legacy. We got to go to protecting our legacy. When you go around and see buildings, just look up. You just go in the building. You don't find out who is this person. They put their names on buildings, put their names on walls. Why are they doing that? To protect the legacy to pass on. We just had the Tyler Perry movie. We ain't know nothing about these black women that served in the military and created how they're getting mail. Wait for Tyler Perry, we still be confused. And the lady that was in charge was right down the street in Dayton, Ohio. Went to Wilberforce Black College. We just found no more hidden figures. We got to come on out and protect our legacy. It's biblical. Dr. Covington, is biblical. When you hold up the Bible, you got the Old Testament and the New Testament in the same Bible. To let you know what we used to do, and then when Jesus came, we did this. They don't have it separated. It's one holy Bible with the old and the new. We walk around with no old, and then the new, they keep playing the same games on them. The new's gonna be scared tomorrow. The old folks gonna say, we get to praying, there's a way out of no way. They got the old way. And we gonna need the old way to help give us strength to make it through what we getting ready to go through. But we can't be scared. We cannot be scared. So we've got to pray. We got to protect the legacy. Now, the reason I am what I am and what God created me is that just like Moses was in training, and I didn't understand it. A pastor came to me when I was younger. He said, you're going to come back like Moses. I said, wait a minute. Moses was about 1,000 years old. Now, what? I was in my 20s. I said, I need to do something now. He said, you're in training. God took me, Ivy League college. He hit me, woke me up in the middle of the night. And I went to my father and my mother. They were mad because, when school's paid for, you kind of get a little, we thought we figured this thing out. And I said, no, God told me, Daddy, to go to a black college. I had never been on a tour because I played basketball. I was AAU. I didn't have time for a tour. I said, but God told me. He said, why? And this was at 18 years old. I said, Daddy, God told me that I need to go to a place that will train me to be a majority thinker, right? But in a body of what the world will see as a minority. Now, I can go to another school. They will train me to be a majority thinker, but they won't tell me when I come out my resume ain't going to be good enough no matter what's on it. My LinkedIn page ain't going to get me where I need to go. They won't be able to train me to know that the front door and the back door are going to be blocked. So now how do you come through the window? They're not going to be able to train me to take a little bit and make a big thing out of it. I got trained at Grambling. Voting rights. I took on David Duke, KKK Grand Wizard. It wasn't no just talking. He was running for governor of Louisiana. Now, I'm going to tell you, because this is what we're dealing with tomorrow. He said, we're going to take Grambling that was founded by the black farmers in 1901. We're going to close it and turn it into a jail and make more money. And boy, did it look like he had us. But then I started a voter registration mobilization campaign. We got thousands of young people, Grambling Black College and Louisiana Tech White College, good people coming together, and we stopped David Duke at the ballot box. The Dr. King side. And Grambling is still graduating people today. I thought that was it, but that's not all what God had. He had me still in training. I didn't know for what. And that's why everybody upset. We had a chance to make history with Kamala Harris. We didn't get up and go vote. You can't Zoom your way to the ballot box. We're not going to be able to talk our way out of this. We got to take some action. With Obama, we were door to door everywhere. You couldn't go nowhere. Big Mama had everybody out in the household. You had to vote. This time we were Zooming our way when we got to get up and go to the ballot box. And we lost the opportunity. Now we want to march after it's over. With David Duke, we marched to the ballot box to make sure it didn't happen. We got to take action. Black College, my training brought me back home. And the Black College helped me because that's how I was able to stand up for Central State. Now, I didn't go to Central State. Central State was not in my district. But I had a responsibility as a black woman, president of the Ohio Legislative Black Caucus. Yes, I've been the president of several things. Starting with Withrow High School, by the way, class president. So I don't get tied to presidencies. But I said, we can't let Central State go down. Central State is a land institution, land grant. Ohio State is already one. They told Central State to run around, because it's very hard, get all this paperwork and run over here, run over, you know how they do it, run over there. And somehow, some way, Central State got over and was able to get approved. Now they're approved, it's time for the money. They came back and said, we don't have nothing for Central State. Now this is what I'm talking about, being yourself. And this is why leadership cannot just be aesthetics, okay? All black folks ain't kinfolk. We can't get caught up in aesthetics. Clarence Thomas is not Thurgood Marshall. I'm on the Thurgood Marshall side. I ain't on the Clarence Thomas is not my brother. We've got to move to now mindset politics. The person that's going to have the mindset to stand up for black people and others for what's right. So long story short, I sent somebody else in because they said, Reese, you know, you rough, you the president of Black Caucus, you don't play no games. I sent in the kinder, gentler person that they said they like. They've been hugging and receptions, and they built this person up. Oh man, this person is fantastic. They were state rep. I sent them in. You go negotiate. I'll stay back because I don't want to hurt Central State. After 6 months of going to receptions and eating the food and drinking the tea and grinning and taking pictures, it's time now to vote. They come to me 5 minutes before the vote. I got some bad news, you know. They said they ain't gonna be able to do nothing for Central State. I said, wait a minute, I sent you over there for 6 months. They like you. You're talking their language. He said, I just ain't nothing I can do. So I got there at the meeting. This is where God comes in and training. 100 state reps. Nobody stands up. I stood up. Gave a speech of my life. God put the words in me. How in the world you gonna give $50 million to Ohio State? Central State only asked for $5 million, and you didn't even come back with $50,000. And so I gave a speech. They jumped up. This is just wrong. This is racist. I said, I'm talking about greenbacks. I didn't talk about no color. When I got done, no one that looked like me, and those who didn't, would even want to be seen with me. I had to walk back to my car by myself. And I'm praying. I said, boy, Lord, did I do the right thing? I know it was the right thing. No votes. Then someone who looked like me called me and said, they said they didn't like how you did it, and they not going to be your friend, and you ain't going to get nothing. I said, well, you mean I ain't going to get nothing? Well, I didn't say anything, and they had $0, and you saying if I say something, I'm going to have $0? I didn't come here to be friends. I came here to get line items to help the people. But God touched a Republican state rep, a man who had voted against Central State for 20 plus years. He came to me and said, listen, I've been voting against Central State, but I've never been down there. I owe them a visit. Would you take me? Now remember, this ain't in my district. This ain't gonna be no votes to help me get reelected. But I went to Grambling and I understand the black college. So I took him to Central State. Long story short, I had to get him out of Central State. I said, listen, I done did 6 hours. Now we got to get a deal. Came back, Central State got $5 million, no vote necessary. This what happened when God get involved. And the next year, Central State was the voted number one black college in America. Don't tell me what God can't do. So you got on one side, you got Donald Trump. You got the other side, you got God and what God has done for Dr. King. So we have to pray, but we got to take some action. Faith without work is dead. The church got to get back to teaching the black history. Don't wait for it to go to the schools. We used to get it in our churches, all churches. I know the AME church was big and has been big on our history. We got to have meetings at our churches. That's where Dr. King and them met, because you're free. You don't need these folks to get you a job because we fund the pastor. The pastor is free. We ain't got to go downtown and get scared because we're free. And we got to act like we're free. So there's a responsibility. So when you get to that panel, and y'all talking about accountability to elected officials, yes, but I'm talking about personal accountability of each and every one of us. Don't spend your money where they don't want you to work. Don't spend your money where they don't want you to have a contract. And when you go to the government, you tell them, I pay taxes, and I will not have taxation without participation. I don't need DEI. I got a tax return. So Dr. King got us voting rights, open housing, affirmative action, civil rights, Operation Breadbasket, where they were hiring us and giving us contracts, advertising with black companies and black media. All of that. He got a Nobel Peace Prize, but didn't get so high and mighty. We get an award and we think we done made it. And I appreciate the awards. People gave me some. I thank you. I remember when I came out of office, they were in the basement of my mama's house, and this one that brought me to these awards. She called me up one day. She said, will you get over here and get this mess out of my basement? I'm like, wait a minute, mama. The awards are good, but let them be a recommitment that there's more work to do. Because people making up awards now. You go online, everybody got an award. This award ceremony, this gala, that gala, all these galas. I said, I ain't never seen so many galas in my life. We usually have, we got the NAACP and the Urban League, and everything, but we got 1,000 galas. More galas than we got voters. Sororities, fraternities, Prince Hall Masons. Why do we have to have Prince Hall? Okay? Prince Hall, activation, mobilization. It's not just a meeting. We were in the streets. Prince Hall, we were in the streets. I remember I had a meeting, they weren't gonna vote for something. I called the Masons, that's come down to wear your black suits. They said, fine. They came down, wore the black suits, everybody, why are they here? Who are these people? Approved. Sometimes we just gotta show up. Don't say nothing, just show up. At the county, they had never seen black people come to a meeting. Ladies sitting there, y'all dress so nice. What is it that you want? She came to me. I've never seen so many look so professional. And I remember it was during the shrine ball, and the lady said, wait till you see me in my gown tonight. This a warm-up outfit. Like, uproot, we get them out of here. Get these people out of here. Sometimes we got to just show up. Sororities and fraternities. I love the step shows. I love what we do, homecoming. We do great with socialization. But we're going to need you even more. You do a lot of good meetings. But this woman was a sorority woman. So now you got this side over here. He's going to be coming for you. We should see how many people did we really get to vote. I didn't see no strolling to the poll this time. Joe Biden was on there. We had strolls to the polls and everything. I said, when we going to stroll? Everybody said, well, we had a Zoom. We had a brunch. And we're talking to each other. Remember, we got to take some action. We can coordinate, but we got to be going somewhere. And we're going to rely on the sororities and fraternities to teach our history now, because you're not going to get it in the schools, because this guy's trying to wipe us out. So now you got to even step up more about the history of black folk, because they're trying to get rid of us. Dr. King was an alpha, and the alphas was stepping up. So we want to make sure, that's one of the things I want to highlight. The Dr. Martin Luther King Highway they talked about. When you get up on I-71, and it says Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., highway exit, I want you to remember that a black woman, they said it was going to happen 30 to 40 years down the road. I cut a deal with the governor. Came back, it was done in less than 6 years, $100 million. Now, they don't want you to know it. When they had their meetings over there, University of Cincinnati, that 1919 building would have never existed without this exit. But what do? When they have the event, they got me and the audience if I'm lucky. Not because it's me, but I need the next generations to know that you can be a black woman and a black person, and you can do infrastructure, and we did it. We ain't talking about no infrastructure bill. We talking about $100 million named after Dr. King that connects hospitals and the universities, and all of them are benefiting off of it and saving lives. We got to protect the legacy. We got to protect the legacy. I got a chance to speak at the 50th anniversary of the March on Washington. They had attacked the Voting Rights Act, and they took out and gutted the Voting Rights Act. I got to speak before 250,000 people. I don't know how I got selected, because they had President Obama and all, I wasn't at that level, but God thought I was. And God gave me something that I want to leave with y'all, the challenge. No more temporary solutions to permanent problems. No more temporary solutions to permanent problems. We got to make the dream real. Now, before you had all these black elected officials, we got what you call a Voting Rights Act. That was great. We went from not voting to an act. I tried to take it to the Constitution. We were the only blacks that ever petitioned the state government for voting rights. We ran out of time. If we had it in the Constitution, it wouldn't matter who's elected. It's in the Constitution. The Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame. Many will say, man, she got it done so quick. People like me would say, man, this was a Moses moment. God sent me to Columbus to be the deputy director of tourism, the only black to ever be that and has to this day. My job was to go to all 88 counties and promote Ohio. There was a place in Cleveland with a thing called the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Y'all might have heard of it. My job was to help promote it. It was just getting going. I then went and got the OJs. Y'all might have heard of the OJs. who started here in Cincinnati as the mascot. Y'all might not have known that, but stay tuned. You're going to learn more about that. I licensed their song, Living for the Weekend. Not knowing I'm going to do anything, I'm just trying to do my job. Then God made it where the film office in Ohio, first ever, they made me the interim director of the film office. Y'all heard of Sundance. Y'all talking about Sundance coming and all that? I wrote the tax credit rules, first tax credit rules for Ohio's first ever film tax credits. We got to protect the legacy so the next person can use it and move forward. But you don't know nothing about that. So then I come back home, run for county commission, not thinking any of this. God gives me the 513 relief bus. It's a bus that's still going. No more temporary solutions to permanent problems. It's still helping people. It's permanent. Then the Black Music Walk of Fame, I'm at a press conference I wasn't even supposed to be at. Nothing about the Black Music Walk of Fame. A man by the name of Otis Williams. I had the idea, but I had put it away. He pointed over at the Andrew Brady Center. Y'all research who is Andrew Brady. He's a guy, Caucasian guy that was a teacher at Western Hills in the 1930s. Now, how many of y'all could go to Western Hills in the 1930s? And they put the word icon. Next to it was a pile of rocks because they couldn't finish it. Otis Williams, I'm at a press conference for something else. He points to the icon and says, I'm an icon. Why can't we be included? And I was like, well, I just got here. I'm shaking this thing up. Like, the people ain't like that. But they say, y'all not liking me. I don't know if I should rock this boat right now. But the tear came down and he's on a walker. I said, man, I got to go. So God told me to move. Every step of this, it wasn't easy. It ain't as pretty as it is down there. God helped me take rocks, gave me a vision to take the rocks from Bucktown, where the slaves lived on the Ohio River. There's no sign of Bucktown. We got ran out of Bucktown when the stadiums and stuff came. Got ran out. We come back to these rocks. We take these rocks and we turn it into a Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame. But it wasn't easy. Was able to get the votes, just like Juneteenth. We got the votes, but they didn't know they were free. Somebody had to now leave and go to Texas and say, hey, the work got to get done. We're free. So we had to be in on every step of the way. And so now we have a Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame on the Ohio River called the Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame, honoring those who have been left behind, who have done big, big things in music. Many had to leave. When you go down there, it's interactive because I was trained in tourism. I had to read the Disney book that my dad made me read when I said, why aren't you taking me to Disney instead of giving me a book about how Disney did it? But I thank him now for that because you have to dream beyond your circumstances. That's the other part. We got to dream beyond the circumstances. Tomorrow, there'll be some circumstances. We're going to have to dream that we can go beyond it. We can overcome it. And so everybody thought we couldn't do it, but when God is in the mix, I couldn't have done this. He brought the right people, the right thing, and now the Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame with they said, we'll get her. We're not giving any marketing money. No marketing money. 192,644 people have come through the Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame. Now, go down there. Don't just dance and have a good time, which is good. I want y'all to go down there and read. Go down there this weekend. Louise Sharpshire is in there, the original writer of We Shall Overcome. So when we're marching and singing We Shall Overcome, go find the lady that was right here where Dr. King stayed at her house who wrote the original version of We Shall Overcome, and it's right there in the Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame. So I leave you with this. It's time for prayer. It's time for action. And we're not going to be able to talk our way out of this. We're not going to be able to Facebook our way out of this. We're not going to be able to Instagram our way out of this. They already done took TikTok out, so you ain't got to worry about TikToking your way out of this. The only way out of this is through God. Stay connected to him. He will show the way. He don't change if you're Democrat, Republican, Independent. He don't care about a presidential election only. He is the master planner. And tomorrow, you got a choice. There's two sides. There's the Donald Trump way, and there's the Dr. King way. And I'm going with Dr. King, and I'm going with God. Thank you. God bless you.
Jesus, on this Social Justice Sunday, we remember that Jesus went over 2,000 years ago. And so he has no hands but your hands. He has no feet but your feet. Go now and be the hands of Jesus. Go and be the feet of Jesus. And the Lord bless you. The Lord keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you now, henceforth, and forevermore. Let the saints sing.